Bora lá, bora lá, bora lá. Salve, salve, galera gamer. Eu sou o Rafa Ghost. Está começando mais uma Renega Live aqui na RenegaDoom Games.
Junta told me she would join me at section 08. I wonder where that is.
In my opinion, you need to follow this road till the end, Kate Walker.
Continuando a saga aqui de Kate. Como que eu chego lá em cima?
These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something. There's something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish.
Grim. This place gives me the creeps. Looks like... Oh, jeez.
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar.
Cemetery.
I think Dana's... Oh my God, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot, that...
A cemetery? Oh my God. Section B. Illegible.
Que isso aqui?
Something's missing here.
Vou ter que acionar um mecanismo ali. Deve ser para algum mausoléu.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
Encontre as placas dos doadores. Como é que...
Section F. It's not here. I need directions. Impossible to read. It can't be here. Better keep looking. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
Caralho, é grande esse lugar, hein?
Section P. I recognize some of the names here. Pretty
Placa de
interesting.
doadores.
But I should get back to what I was doing.
Tem que ser todas as placas. Ou já foi? Já foi. Seção O. O8.
The Undertakers must have forgotten it. Seems so old. This place must be centuries old. The inscription has faded away. Section M. Illegible. Section O. That's it. Dana Roze, 1938. Gone to a better place. Oh no. What happened?
Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
Nossa. Putz.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So she remained at the sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
That's how she survived the pogroms.
Yes, but that didn't mean she was safe.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
Carai, que desgraça atrás de desgraça.
Dana stayed in London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office. She had no family, no friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on map according to the reports they provided.
Use os relatórios para colocar as unidades no mapa. Vou botar um tanque no mar. E o submarino em terra firme. Mas cadê os relatórios? Já tem que ler o relatório, né? Vamos lá. Executiva de Operações Especiais. Relatório da agente BJB na missão censurado em censurado. Investigações do movimento das unidades inimigas e posição das baterias. SAM superficial. Situação da costa oeste da França. 2 baterias foram avistadas perto de Dover. Uma divisão de tanques está partindo de Cherbourg com destino à bateria SAM perto de Brest. A bateria SAM perto de Caen ainda está ativa. Então, vamos lá. 2 baterias SAM foram avistadas perto de Dover. Onde é que é Dover? Dover. Aqui. Tá. Então a gente vai colocar um SAM, é isso? Tanque. O SAM é negócio antiaéreo, né? Porra, eu não entendo nada de guerra. Ah, 2 baterias superficiais foram avistadas perto de Dover. Tá, então os inimigos. Então, nós temos que colocar tanques, é isso? Tá.
If I follow the instructions on the reports correctly, I should be able to place all the units mentioned.
Vamos ver se é isso. Uma divisão de tanques está partindo de Cherbourg com destino à bateria SAM perto de Brest. Ó, Cherbourg para Brest, para cá. Então aqui. Tem um submarino aqui. Não sei se isso vai dar certo não. É porque o submarino não vai atacar um tanque. Com destino a Brest. Então, botei o tanque aqui. Vou botar tanque aqui também. Só vou usar tanque. A bateria SAM perto de Caen ainda está ativa. Aqui.
According to the reports, most of the units are found in the sea areas, along the French coast and some in Belgium.
Ué.
According to the reports, most of the units
A
are
maioria
found
das
in the
unidades
sea
se
areas,
encontra nas áreas
along the
marítimas,
French coast and
ao
some in
longo da
Belgium.
costa francesa e algumas na Bélgica. Então tem que colocar submarinos? Calais.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units.
14
That's 6
unidades.
submarines,
6
4
submarinos,
tanks,
4
and 4
tanques e 4
anti-aircraft
defesas
defenses.
antiaéreas.
All we need to do is to
Tudo que
place
temos
them
que fazer é
correctly
posicioná-los
according to the
corretamente de
information
acordo com as
contained in the
informações.
documents.
Ah, tem outro aqui. Mensagem do guerreiro da resistência. Nossos olheiros confirmaram que 2 divisões de tanques ainda estão posicionadas na Bélgica. Observe que outra divisão de tanques partiu para Le Havre. Então, Bélgio, tanque, Le Havre é aqui. Falou que são 6 unidades.
The reports speak
São
of
6 submarinos,
14
4
units.
tanques e
That's
4
6
defesas
submarines,
antiaéreas.
4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses.
Ah, eu já
We
usei
should be
mais.
careful.
Eu usei mais
All
tanque.
terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. In
Cara,
all, the
todas
reports
as unidades
speak of
terrestres só
14
podem estar na
units. That's
costa
6 submarines, 4
noroeste da
tanks, and
França.
4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast.
O noroeste é pra cá da França, né? Ó, parada antiaérea. Canal da Manche. Tem 1, 2, 3 submarinos. Tem Mar Norte.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast.
Acho que tem um outro relatório aqui. Ainda há um submarino posicionado no Mar do Norte. 2 dos 3 submarinos posicionados no Mar Céltico partiram para Cherbourg. Um submarino partiu de Cherbourg para se encontrar com outro posicionado perto de Brest, no Oceano Atlântico Norte. Rapaz, então ainda há um submarino posicionado no Mar do Norte. Onde é que está o Mar do Norte? Está aqui. Então, ok, temos um submarino aqui. Aí vai dizer que 2 dos 3 submarinos posicionados no Mar Céltico partiram para Cherbourg. Então não adianta ter coisa aqui. Partiram para Cherbourg, para cá. Então aqui é submarino. E um submarino partiu de Cherbourg para se encontrar com outro posicionado perto de Brest, no Oceano Atlântico Norte. Oceano Atlântico Norte, que é aqui, Mar do Atlântico Norte. Então nós temos 1, 2, 3, 4 submarinos. Retira isso aqui. Ah tá, isso aí é superfície. Investigação de movimento das unidades inimigas das baterias superfície A. Então, superfície A. Situação da costa oeste da França. 2 baterias SA foram avistadas perto de Dover. Dover. Tá aqui. Já tá aqui. É de Dover. Tem uma. Uma divisão de tanques está partindo para Cherbourg com destino à bateria SA perto de Brest. Então tem que botar em Brest. Tem duas. A bateriação perto de Khan está ativa. É isso? Não tô entendendo. 1, 2, 3. Observe que outra divisão de tanques partiu para Le Havre. Nossos olheiros confirmaram que 2 divisões de tanques ainda estão posicionadas na Bélgica. Observe Le Havre. Então, Bélgica e Le Havre.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. Check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. I should check the reports. I should check the reports.
Então não dá pra botar aqui não.
I should check the reports. Check the report. I should check the reports. Check the reports. I should check the reports. I should check. Check the reports.
Aqui não falou nada. E aí, dá pra partir assim? Acho que não, né? Ai, caceta. Mar da Irlanda.
I should check the reports. I should check. I should check the reports. I should check the reports. I should check.
I should check. I should check.
Pô, não sei.
In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4
Fala que todas as unidades terrestres só podem estar na costa
All
do
terrestrial
noroeste
units
da
can only be
França.
on the French northwestern coast.
Seria pra cá. Não, noroeste é pra cá.
I should check the reports. I should check the reports. I should check the reports.
Pera aí, se eu tirar isso aqui e colocar aqui.
I should check the reports.
Eu não sei. Aqui no pai dos burros. Então, coloque 6 submarinos, 4 tanques e 4 baterias antiaéreas. O que tá errado aqui? Ó, submarino que tá certo. Tanque e tanque. Aqui.
I should check the reports. I
São.
think I've made mistakes on the map.
E aqui são.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Aqui é tanque, ele abre. E são em campo.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Tanque, Cherbourg e o coisa aqui. E outro submarino aqui.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Só aqui.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again.
Looks like I made a mistake on the map.
Ai, caceta, porra. A foto aqui diz uma coisa e o jogo tá dizendo outra. Oh, aleluia.
That's it, I guess. Yunda!
Dana, darling, you can use my real name here, you know.
Sorry, but I just can't get used to it. For me, you'll always be Ginger Yunta.
Charming. I'm sure I have Lenny to thank for that, hmm? You were always too soft on that little brat.
Maybe. Yes. Anyway, what are you doing here? So glad to see you.
Only doing my duty, Dana, darling. A gallery invited me for a conference, so I jumped at the occasion to report back to our superiors. But it might be the last time for a while, I'm afraid. It's getting very hard to leave the occupied territories, even for a famous so-called pro-brown shadow artist like me. Anyway, how have you been since my last visit?
Well, with Leon being missing and probably lying dead somewhere in Baltair for the past 7 years, and what happened to my parents, you know how I feel. But it's all beginning to feel like a dream, Yunta. A distant dream. Especially her. And I don't want it to, you know, I don't want her, my sweet Anna, to just fade away. I'm sorry, Yunta, but could we please change the subject?
Of course, darling.
What is it?
More work for you, actually.
Oh?
Yes. The Allies need someone for an operation with the Resistance in occupied territory, and they think it should be you. But truth be told, Dana, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Why not? I did volunteer for field operations. They've trained me a lot for that.
I know, Dana, but this operation will happen in Ostertal, right next to Wagen, actually.
I see.
Look, you don't need to answer me this minute. And no one would blame you if you declined the mission. We all know you don't only have happy memories of Wagen. You still have time to think it over. But before you give your final answer, they need you to identify the resistance group that will execute the operation. It's all explained here. And of course it's all top secret stuff. So you must cross-reference the documents right here in this room. We'll have to use that thing over there.
But I don't know how to use it.
I'm sure that's easy for you. You have such a clever mind, my little virtuoso. I'll see you later.
Well, let's get cracking then.
Meu Deus, lá vem. Prepara a missão. Executiva de Operações Especiais, Gabinete de Relações Exteriores de Londres, ultra secreto. Precisamos de voluntários para uma operação delicada com a resistência em um dos países ocupados. Um país que você conhece bem, Ostertal. Vamos lá, conserte o telégrafo pneumático.
I guess I must apply the right setting for the pressure to remove that safety device. That must be for mixing the correct proportions of rarefied air in the system with the compressed air. Compressed air. I think I need to get the mixture right, paying close attention to the rarefied air.
Faltou pouco. Meu Deus. E agora? Consertamos, tá? Primeiro passo. Agora obtenha a lista de redes da resistência. E o que é isso? Esse aqui?
The most widely used Allied single-seat fighter plane. I probably owe it my life, like all of us here. We're snowed under. The paperwork is piling up, and problems with it. I guess winning a war takes time, and it's something we cruelly lack. Could one imagine anything as insane as the whole wide world at war? And for the second time in barely a generation. The Blitz ended a few years earlier, but now the Brown Shadow is sending us a new death machine. The V2.
Obtém a lista. Como é que eu vou fazer esse treco? Vamos lá.
Right. Let's see.
Olha o raposa cinzenta aqui. Identifica a rede da resistência em Wagen. Codinome, pseudônimo, região. Wagen. É o... Ih, rapaz, amante dos Alpes. Sabe quem é amante dos Alpes? And the Wines. Olha lá, olha a situação.
Edelweiss?
Edelweiss?
A coincidence. It must be a coincidence. The network leader's alias.
Come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that, you know I don't like it.
It's true though. That's exactly what you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on then.
All right. Your nickname will be Alpine Lover from now on. Leon! He's alive. He's alive. He's alive! I need to... Oh, good grief. But how did he... Yunta! Yunta!
So Leon made it from Baltayar. But how?
I have no idea, miss. All I know is that he survived for almost a year in the mountains before coming back to Ostertal to set up the Edelweiss resistance group.
Which made Dana accept the mission you told her about back then, right?
Of course, she was given extra training and was dropped near Wagen the following summer to carry it out. We'd better get going. It looks like the storm is coming.
You go first. I'll meet you at the tram station in a minute.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Cara, isso é do cemitério. Eu não sei como sair daqui. Eu vou voltar pelo caminho que eu tinha vindo.
Find my way, I can just follow the cemetery wall. Like this, I'm bound to end up at the entrance.
Parabéns. Tá preso.
What the heck?
What is it, Kate Walker?
The gates, they just closed. Oh, there must be a mechanism to open them somewhere.
There always is, Kate Walker.
Something's missing here.
Don't even think about it, Kate Walker. Haven't I already been damaged enough during your adventures?
Wrong one.
E agora, José?
It needs a key. But it doesn't look that the Undertakers must store their tools in it.
Que eu vou achar a chave.
It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. A dead end. I'll have to go back. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
Fala aí, Survival. Seja bem-vindo, amigo. Boa noite. Tudo tranquilo? E aí, como é que tava a live lá? Tava jogando Demon Souls, né? Boa, boa. Eu tô meio perdido aqui.
A dead end. I'll have to go back.
A mulher ficou presa no cemitério. Já ficou preso no cemitério? Tu não joga Demon Souls desde 2010, então você não joga desde o lançamento, né? Eu joguei Demon Souls no lançamento. No PS3. Aí morri umas 3 vezes no início e dropei. Fiquei traumatizado. Porra! 3 vezes? Então pediu música. Ah, será que... É, tô ligado, tem isso, né? As versões... Elas dão um troféu diferente, né? Aqui, ó. Usar. E o remaster, o remake, na verdade, o remake tá bonitão no PS5, né? Vai passar aqui. Quem sabe um dia eu tome coragem, né? Jogue também. Picareta. Vou pegar a picareta ali, arrombar a porta lá. Até agora, onde é que tá esse lugar? A manivela.
Looks like it's compatible with a bigger mechanism.
Só isso? Nada pra pegar? E aí, velho dos games, seja bem-vindo, amigo. Boa noite. Tudo tranquilo? Eu pego o bonde de volta para casa. Não dá pra pegar por aqui? Não.
Disappointed, Kate Walker.
About what?
Well,
Boa, boa.
correct me if I am wrong, but the fact that Dana Roze lost her baby and became sterile disproves your hypothesis that there can be a family link between you, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, Oscar, but I'm
Tentando
just
zerar esse jogo aqui,
stupidly over-optimistic.
Syberia.
I wish I were like you and not controlled by stupid emotions.
Nice of you to say.
De vez em quando eu travo nos puzzles aqui
Sorry,
maluco.
Oscar. That didn't come out so well.
O jogo é legal. E aí eu volto a falar com a
Are you
mulher.
all right, Miss Walker? Let's take the tram back to the guest house, Miss Walker.
Pegar o bonde. Casa de hóspedes. Bonde aquático.
What about that mission Dana led with Leon's resistance network?
It didn't turn out well, Miss Walker. Actually, that's the reason I left London to be here.
Oh?
Yes, just a second, Miss Walker. Where did I put it? What with this blasted storm? It's all over the papers. Here, have a look for yourself.
Storm. Excavation work at Devil's Pass has been interrupted. An unexpected storm has obliged the Council to remove the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War, and to move them to the Silberspiegel Refuge. Those frozen bodies near the refuge. I heard about them just yesterday. Do you mean...
There has been no formal identification yet, Miss Walker.
But it's plausible that...
That Leon, at least, is among those bodies, yes.
What happened to Leon?
According to the testimonies I've obtained, Leon was killed on that mission. The Foreign Office tasked Dana to lead an avalanche, apparently. I am one of the few people still alive to be able to identify him, which is why I'm here. If it weren't for this bloody storm, it would have been done today.
Do you think Dana could be among the bodies?
I suppose it would be logical. It would explain why I never saw or heard of her again after the mission. Yet, according to some witnesses, Dana survived the war and indeed helped resistance fighters from Wagen until the liberation. But if those testimonies were true, then Dana vanished after the war.
What about the other bodies?
According to the medical examiner's office, in all, 3 bodies have been extracted from the ice. The one presumed to be Leon, and 2 others, a man and a woman not yet identified.
I see.
Engraçado que só elas é que andam de bonde, né? Não tem mais ninguém dentro do bonde. Exclusivo.
Try to stay positive, Miss Walker. Only a visual identification will allow us to be certain. We can go as soon as this storm's over, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Right.
Miss Walker, we've arrived. But you're not coming, are you? Well, Miss Walker, you might not be related to Dana, but you bloody well certainly remind me of her.
Pra lá pra Syberia. Voltar lá pras montanhas.
So, instead of waiting for the storm to pass and for the official identification of the bodies, I might add, that were trapped in the ice for 6 decades, you, and by extension me, are going to climb up the mountain so you can identify them yourself.
I know, Oscar, I know. But I've just got to be sure. Because if one of those bodies turns out to be Dana,
We'll have no more trains to chase?
Inspecione a sala comum. Vamos lá. 1º de dezembro de 2005, querida senhora Foster. Ontem à noite fui à pequena ilha de Bader para onde Kate Walker foi após visitar a ponte de Brumas. Sala comum.
It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm. No one here? It's not that late. I'd have thought Demoiselle Lenny would still be up.
I believe that old people retire early, don't they?
A photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Lenny also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girls built a veritable shrine to him. Another one of those cigars. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy. There's something truly odd going on with Demoiselle Lenny. I really ought to have a little chat with her. Look, Oscar! A distant cousin!
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? And why are you laughing?
Too small for a door. I was hoping to find Demoiselle Lenny here. I've been here before, Oscar. I think they must have put the bodies on the other side of the refuge.
I hope we haven't come all the way down this long lane for nothing.
No time to explore the refuge again. I need to find the frozen bodies. Somebody's put the cap back on. I've been here before, Oscar. I think they must have put...
What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Wagon.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost as if...
As if she knew the departed.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on.
I need to check something in the tent anyway.
Caralho, eu vou sair desse jogo perito em consertar coisas.
There must be something missing here.
I am sorry, but there is nothing I can do for you here.
No. Dried biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there. forgotten something.
Deve estar faltando combustível.
The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
I expect there must be a stock of fuel nearby. I suggest you have a good look around, Kate Walker.
Isso aqui é muito residente, né? Consertar o gerador, botar combustível.
Gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Pô, como é que abre isso? Ah, tá. Porra, o que falta agora, caralho?
Got the tank all filled. Now I just need to start the generator.
Tem que ligar, né?
Nothing. Speak to me, Oscar.
This button must have turned on the generator, Kate Walker. But you still need to use the starter.
Okay. Thanks, Oscar.
Aleluia! Let the bodies on the floor.
Forensics Institute of Jogue.
Cara, por onde eu começo?
That's not Dana in this body bag.
Homem branco, cabelo castanho, cerca de 50 anos. Tudo indica que se trata do corpo de Harold Exner. Exner seria extraído por Leon, cujos restos mortais também estão entre os corpos congelados durante uma operação da resistência. O grupo provavelmente foi varrido por uma avalanche em meados da década de 40. Homem branco, cerca de 30 anos, cabelos claros. Corpo em excepcional estado de preservação depois de ficar preso no gelo por muitas décadas. Provavelmente morreu em uma avalanche em meados da década de 40. Tudo indica que se trata do corpo do alpinista e guerreiro da resistência Leon Kovacs, dado como desaparecido durante uma delicada operação de extração. Sua identidade deve ser confirmada por análises posteriores e uma identificação visual prevista para ocorrer em breve.
Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe he's been dead for over 60 years. That's quite amazing. and grim at the same time.
E agora, hein? Momento da verdade.
An
Olho no
unidentified
lance.
blonde woman in her 40s.
Mulher loira,
That
não
can't be
deixa.
Dana.
Mulher branca, cabelos loiros e olhos azuis, entre 40 e 50 anos de idade. Devido à falta de evidências, é impossível determinar sua identidade com certeza. No entanto, dada a provável identidade de 2 outros corpos encontrados no gelo, tudo indica que essa pessoa participou da operação de resistência que provavelmente foi varrida por uma avalanche em meados da década de 40.
That's it, Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. Oh, what a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Lenny in the refuge. I have a lot of new questions for her.
That bloody storm.
Vamos perturbar a velha. Que isso?
Hello? Sir?
Churupita.
You want to follow that individual, Kate Walker?
I don't
Churupita.
think he looked threatening. Rather the opposite. Sir? Are you there?
Acenda a luz. Hit the light.
What have we got here?
Ih, rapaz. É o Churupita lá que ele salvou, velho. Não é não? Olha lá. Um encontro. Irmãos e irmãs de armas. A jornada. Olha lá, entre nós.
This portrait, it looks like Leon.
Olha lá.
Style reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described in his letter from Maltayar.
É o Siga. Cara, será que vai falar? Será que ele aprendeu a falar? É o Siga. Caraca, maluco, ele fala. Porra do caralho, meu irmão. Que viagem essa história, mano.
The Go-Room.
Guru.
Not Dana. She's old, like me.
O cara aprendeu a falar, maluco.
I'm
É o Siga.
Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
The Goran from Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way, Mr.
Ludwig. Ludwig Hardtack.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
Ele fuma. Sensacional. Caralho, velho, o jogo me ganhou agora. Puta que pariu.
Leon, my brother.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they? That little figure there, that's you, isn't it? When you were a child in Baltayar.
Yes.
And the two adults there, are they your parents?
Uh-huh.
Is that when you met Dana?
No.
Looks like a river. And that little figure looks wounded. Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
Yes. Leon.
That group. Is it your tribe, Mr. Ludwig?
Yeah.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar? Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains. Then you went with Leon when he decided to return to Vaughan to join the resistance fighters?
Mm-hmm.
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Lenny, right?
Yes. Lenny, my sister.
I knew Lenny was a resistance fighter, but she never told me she fought alongside Leon, let alone you. She even went as far as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
Time to check on Lenny. Come, Kate Walker.
Caraca. Sensacional, maluco.
This sketchbook. I think it was Leon's.
Opa! Ah. Inspecione o quarto do guru.
Detonating wire, just like in the old movies. some kind of map. Looks like the Devil Pass to me. Could all those marks indicate where the Gorons searched for Leon's body? This symbol looks like a warning.
Cara, você viu esse terrorista recompensa por informações que leva à captura morto ou vivo de Ludwig Hardtech, mais conhecido como o Assassino da Montanha.
These must be plans for secret operations. Must have been some kind of a headquarters here. Maybe for local resistance fighters such as Leon and his group. Weapons. Must have been here since the war, I guess. So much happened to the Gorun since Leon found him in Baltayar. What a life he had. But there are still so many gray areas. I need to learn more from Demoiselle Lenny now. It's locked.
Ah, Fräulein. I knew you would be back eventually. Judging by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
We have. And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it. But you already know that. Don't you, Fräulein?
I want to understand Demoiselle Lenny. I'd like to understand why you didn't tell me about Leon's death, about fighting with him in the Resistance, and about the Gore, and about Mr. Ludwig. It would have saved us both so much time and effort.
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig.
Lenny.
Still, I suppose it doesn't matter now. Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What are you talking about?
It was the best years of my life. Joining the Resistance, unlike my coward of a father, and fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got back from Baltayar with Ludwig. It gave me purpose. Leon was a terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing. I knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late, that Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms. So, I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end. And that's when Dana fell from the sky.
Puta merda. A la Metal Gear.
Dana was sent by London, right? To oversee that operation led by your resistance network? The exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. but Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself.
Ah, é tetra! É tetra! Ô, do caralho, hein? Baixar, baixar.
Should have seen them, Fräulein. It was as if they had never left each other.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya, who knows?
In Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe. But it was to be just another broken dream.
Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs.
Fale com seus aliados antes de usar o rádio. Tá.
Leon's drawing book. I recognize the mountains of Wagen in these drawings. Leon must have drawn them during his expeditions in the region. These drawings date from the summer we met, when I worked here. These landscapes don't look like they're from the Wagen region. Leon must have done these drawings when he was in Baltayar with the Origin expedition. This is a drawing of the Gorons. One of Leon's paintings. He did one of me posing on the terrace that summer when we met. He even gave me the painting so I would think of him when he was in Baltayar. I expect it got destroyed by the Brown Shadow when they pillaged Papa's gallery. Herr Gustav housed me here when I worked at the refuge. I have so many fond memories with Leon here. When I left for London with Junta, I never thought I'd see the place again, let alone be here again with Leon. Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs. The Goron's lair. Lenny's old room. I should stay away.
Falou que o rádio tá lá embaixo.
Yunta's stash. I doubt I'll find anything of use there to amplify the radio signal. Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs. Herr Gustav's old radio. I remember we spent many an evening listening to serials when I worked here that summer.
Já vi que o rádio lá tá com defeito, vai ter que usar.
So Yunta never did come back to retrieve it? Not surprising, really, I suppose, given the fact that World War broke out. What a mess. Herr Gustav must have turned Yunta's dark room into a storeroom after she left. Judging by these installations, Leon's network seems particularly well organized. Pity the same can't be said for all the resistance networks the Foreign Office deals with.
Guru.
May I? The Gorun described Leon as his brother. They must have shared lots of adventures together since Leon saved him from the clutches of Herberger. Lenny and the Gorun seem close. It's nice that she's found a friend. Not that Herr Gustav lacked affection for her, but she spent too much time alone in that refuge. True brothers and sisters in arms. You can sense that the three of them stand together as one. Your drawings are beautiful.
For you, Dana Roze.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ludwig. It's almost as if you were there with us that night.
Leon told me.
Did he speak about me?
All the time.
I should go now. Talk to you later, Mr. Ludwig. Oh, it looks like Leon and me in this drawing. The Gorun must have drawn it from Leon's accounts of us. If this propaganda against the resistance fighters is anything to go by, the Brown Shadow must be pretty desperate. Looks like the Gorun must be a nightmare for the Brown Shadow. He must be the super resistant I heard so much about in London. Harold Exner. A scientist with vital information for the war effort, according to the Foreign Office. His cover has recently been blown, which has led to this operation. Better not say anything during the briefing, but apparently, Exner has a reputation for being rather hot-headed. The refuge. The place where it all began between me and Leon. We'll need to cross Devil's Pass with the package in order to reach Switzerland. They say it's not the most daunting pass, but still, you need to be escorted by a professional alpinist. Switzerland. The package will be safe over there. An arms stash. Since the departure of Herr Gustav, resistance fighters have been using this place as an outpost. The Allies are unable to send enough supplies to the resistance fighters for them to completely let go of their good old-fashioned methods. Shouldn't think the Brown Shadow appreciate Leon and his group throwing their own grenades at them.
Aqui tá o rádio.
Why did Herr Gustav leave the refuge? Did the Brown Shadow force him?
Vamos falar com a galera.
Is everything all right, Herr Exner? You seem a little upset. If it's about your exfiltration tomorrow, I can assure you there's nothing to be worried about. Leon is the best for...
I couldn't care less about tomorrow.
So what is it then?
It's my wife, Andrea. It's like I said to your goons there. I can't leave without her.
Your wife? I'm sorry, Herr Exner, but we have no orders regarding...
I don't care about your orders. I'm not leaving without Andrea. Do you hear me? I won't. You think I'm a bastard, don't you? A selfish bastard ready to risk people's lives to recover the woman he loves. That's what you all think, isn't it?
No, I think you're afraid, that's all. Afraid for you and the woman you love. And fear doesn't usually bring out the best in people.
I take full responsibility for my actions, and I expect no pity in return. But would a little understanding be too much to ask? I mean, what would you do in my shoes? What would you do if they asked you to abandon that alpinist you seem to be so fond of for the common good, eh? Because that's what you're asking me to do with Andrea.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I suppose if I were in your shoes, I would pull out all the stops to protect those who are dear to me.
I see. Thank you, Fraulein.
Lenny!
What do you want?
I found out that the refuge was closed down by the Brown Shadow a few years ago. Turns out your network did the best of it. But what about Herr Gustav? Is he...
Dead? No, he's not dead. Although, for me, he might just as well be.
It's quite incredible when I think of you and Leon fighting alongside someone who comes from so far away.
Yeah. After Leon saved him during the expedition in Baltayar, Mr. Ludwig's tribe took him in during the winter months. They became inseparable, like brothers. So much so that Mr. Ludwig insisted on coming back here with Leon. Now he's our most ferocious fighter, the terror of the Brown Shadow.
amazing how you've grown. How have you been since last time?
Fine, I guess.
See you later, Lenny.
Deu muito papo, não.
Well, everyone seems all right.
Amigas e
more or
rivais.
less. I should get back to the radio now.
Have you called London yet?
Vamos lá ajustar o rádio.
It doesn't fit. Looks like there's something. Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it. There must be something else I can plug into it.
Tá faltando uma peça?
Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it.
Interagir. Interagir.
Once this antenna is... That should boost the signal. Perfect. Impossible. No.
Vou ter que gerar isso aqui.
Better try another one.
Carai.
Empty. This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. I need my documents so I can find the right setting. They're in a side pocket of my bag. The Foreign Office put some documents in my radio bag to explain how to contact them.
Mochila do rádio. Deve estar aqui. Ultra secreto. Siga o procedimento abaixo para entrar em contato com seu oficial de ligação. Para obter a frequência segura, decifre o código de contato abaixo. Consulte o apêndice em anexo. Caralho, meu irmão. Aí, para ser espião tem que ser muito inteligente. Para enviar uma mensagem usando o rádio, use a tabela de correspondência abaixo. O destinatário da carta receberá seu código na frequência estabelecida pelo código de contato. Cara. Um documento estabelecendo uma correspondência entre o alfabeto latino e o código Morse.
This part of the radio is used to receive messages. This part of the radio is used to receive messages. The signal isn't strong enough. I need to find a way of amplifying it.
Caralho, meu irmão. Tá pior do que questão do Enem. Pô, tá faltando peça? Pera aí, use o botão na antena para deslizar todas as 4 peças. Em seguida, insira a antena no orifício próximo ao monofone. Clique na alça na parte superior da antena e siga as instruções na tela para deslizá-la. Rapaz. Então, esse treco aqui, mas como é que eu mexo?
That item doesn't work.
Tá que pariu.
The signal isn't strong enough. I need to find a way of amplifying it.
Não sei que tem que puxar. Ah, tem que puxar esse treco. E agora? Ah, te abre aqui, porra.
The signal is strong enough to reach London now.
Rapaz. E aí?
I need to adjust the frequency settings properly to contact London.
Tá, então a gente tem para as frequências agora. Não dá pra ver aqui? Então, peraí. O destinatário da carta receberá seu código na frequência estabelecida pelo código de contato. Para obter a frequência segura, decifre o código de contato abaixo. 211112122121. Defina a frequência segura na parte receptor de seu dispositivo. Seu oficial de ligação comunicará na parte receptor. Caralho, código Morse. Então ele tem ali, ó. Um ponto é A. Espaço. 3 pontos B. Espaço, ponto, C. Caralho. Então, um espaço é 1. 2 espaços é 2, mas ele tem 3 espaços. Não sei desvendar essas... Ah, não, tá aqui. Então, mas aí como é que eu vou saber essa caralho? Aqui parece ser 2111 ponto. 2.
This part of the radio is used to receive messages.
Então aqui em cima tá certo. Tem que estar em vermelho. Ah, esse aqui, ó, código Morse, ó. Ó, 2 espaço 1 2. Eu não vou descobrir nunca isso. 1 2 1. Não. Caralho. Não sei decifrar código Morse, por caralho. Bom, aqui tá dizendo para colocar na frequência 8.9. Não é isso? 8.4.
London, come in. London, do you read me? Over. We've made contact. Package safe and sound. I repeat, we've made contact. Package...
Out of the question! I'm not moving from here without her!
London, please wait a moment. Over. What's going on?
You tell London I'm not leaving without my wife.
Herr Exner, listen,
No, you listen. Andrea is my closest collaborator. With regard to the Allied war effort, she is just as important as me. She is in Wagen as I speak, hiding at some friend's place under a false identity. You must bring her here and smuggle her into Switzerland with me.
There's no way we're going back to Wagen. Brown Shadow troops have overrun the entire town. We can't risk delaying our departure.
A storm coming. Danger.
I'm not moving from here without her.
London, did you hear that? Roger that. Over and out. They say we can't allow Frau Exner to be captured and risk her letting the cat out of the bag.
What are you waiting for then? Send someone to fetch her.
Hang on. You're not asking me to.
Sorry, Lenny, we haven't got a choice. Ludwig can't go about in public in Wagen, and I have to prepare everything to get them through Devil's Pass tomorrow. You're the only one I trust enough to...
Why can't she go?
Lenny's right. I'm not known to the Brown Shadow. I can sneak into Wagen incognito this evening and be back in time for...
Out of the question. That's not your mission here. And besides, it's too dangerous.
Leon!
É muito perigoso pra ela, né? Pra outra.
I'll go.
Lenny, wait!
Leon's reaction and his unconditional love for Dana drove me mad with rage. So I decided to take my revenge by making a detour. It was a detour I would regret for the rest of my life.
What did you do?
I made a deal with the devil.
É, mulher mal amada é a pior coisa que tem. Amor não correspondido.
No one was supposed to have gotten hurt, I promise. I promised, Fräulein. I just didn't want Leon to leave me forever. To leave with her. But it was a fool's bargain, as I should have known from the beginning.
Ih, rapaz, virou Call of Duty, hein?
mountain becomes impassable!
Go through the pass in this weather? Are you mad?
We have no choice, Lenny! It's that or fall into the hands of the Brown Shadow! And we both know what that means! We ought to stay, to buy Leon as much time as we can!
Leon,
She's right, Lenny! Now go! Go! Come! Dana!
No! Don't make this harder than it is!
Dana!
I love you, Leon.
I love you too, Dana, more than anything in the world. Come on, let's go!
Ah, isso explica porque ela ficou na cadeira.
Ironic, isn't it? But the worst was yet to come. Who knows how long we fought? Enough for Leon to lead the civilians to the foot of Devil's Pass.
Caralho. Só desgraça.
Ludwig has been searching for Leon's remains since then. But it took the thaw due to global warming to uncover the bodies. And with them, my crime. precisely when you decided to show up, Fräulein.
Lenny.
Dear Ludwig, can you ever...
Mr. Ludwig, please.
Don't, Fräulein. I deserve this. Let's get this over with, Fräulein. Let me tell you about the last time I ever saw Dana, and then I'll be done.
Okay, I'm listening.
It was a year after Leon died, just after the liberation of Vagen.
Cara, ela voltar na praça onde ela tocou depois de anos. Escola de música. É.
It enables me to go from one allied district to another without too much trouble.
É. Encerrar a live aqui. Valeu a presença aí dos amigos. Valeu o Survival. Valeu o velho dos games. Tamo junto e até a próxima.